Hi, I hope you're excited to see my video about how I do home composting using a kamba. A kamba is nothing but terracotta pots with layered pots which have holes in them for aeration. And I bought this kamba about 12 years ago from a company called Daily Dump, and I've been regularly converting my wet waste, the wet waste that I generate in my home, into very rich, lovely compost, which is excellent for my plants. And I have been very successful in doing this. So in the following video, I'll be showing you the exact steps that I follow in my home, and you could try it too. So this is my 3-layered kamba, which I've just kept in my balcony since it's covered. The main reason being that rainwater should not get into this and make the compost wet. So any other covered ledge, under any covered ledge, or any covered portion of your veranda or balcony, you can place this. So this is the everyday wet waste from our households. So here I have some banana peels, some fruit peels, some vegetable leftovers, the palak leftover which I have to throw away, and some tea grounds. So if there are any hard substances, I just chop it with, I have this cutter, and I chop the things into smaller portions. This is just to make the composting happen faster, and it's easy to turn around also. So if you have like kotamari soppu and karbe soppu and all those, the roots of all that also can be kept separately, but I keep it like this in a small bin right next to my sink. So every day whatever is leftover has to be thrown away is put in this. To this you can even add your eggshells and coffee grounds and any other like rotted vegetables from the fridge, or except cooked food, everything else. I also have some lemon rinds here after squeezing the lemon, so I just make it into smaller bits. And of course this is optional, and if you have like vegetables like cauliflower and other things which have like thick stems, it's better to just chop it like this, so it just makes the composting a little more easier. Since we have tomato and other things here, after a few days it's going to leave a lot of water. So to absorb this water, we need to add some dry stuff over this. Dry waste could be garden waste, like your dried leaves, or you can add, if you don't have during the season, it is available in plenty, but when it's not the fall season of the leaves, what you can do is collect them and keep them, or you can add any other browns which are natural, that is like this, like cocoa peat, or you can add sawdust. So here this is step number 2 every day. So what we do is we dump all the wet waste, collect it separately in a bin. So you have to have a small little bin like this kept in your kitchen, so that you can keep a cover separately, and then you just put it in your kamba. So this is kamba is a terracotta pot, so it has holes, and it and because of its earthen quality, made out of terracotta, it can absorb all the extra moisture. So to this I add a handful or 2-3 handfuls of this coco peat, which I have made into powdered. I have made it like this, and then yes, that is, so this is covered like this completely. So you have to add, it's usually 1:5 ratio. So every day you have to add your wet waste and cover it like this completely with either coco peat or any other brown matter from your garden. It could be grass which is dried up, or dried leaves, or sawdust, or even newspaper shredded and put will be able to provide the carbon content which is required for the nitrogen content which we have put from the wet waste. Once the kamba is completely full right up to the brim, you have to stop adding, and you have to give the pot a good turn once in about, at least once in 4-5 days, so that there is a lot of aeration. The main ingredients required for a good compost to form are the 3 elements, which are oxygen, nitrogen and carbon. So the carbon content comes from the brown waste, and the nitrogen content comes from all the wet waste that we generate in our homes, and the oxygen comes when you aerate. That's why the bins have to have holes. Now instead of a kamba, you can also use plastic bins which have holes, provide holes, enough number of holes in them for the air to flow through. As you can see, this pot, I have a 3-layered kamba, so this pot is already completely full. So I will not add any more, except that I'll add some more coco peat. Just, and also give it a nice mix. See, this is from yesterday's wet waste, so you can see all the roots of the palak and all are still green, but as they keep composting or breaking down, you'll see that they leave a lot of moisture, and that's why we need to have the excess of like browns to absorb that extra moisture, so that worms etc. do not form, and there will be no smell. It has to be semi-dry. There should be moisture, but it should not be wet. So now this is actually ready to just cover it and keep it aside. So do not add any more. As you can see, it's very loose. There are lots of peels and other things, and within 15 to 20 days the whole thing will disintegrate and become into black gold. And once in a while, when you're turning the compost around, you can check if there is too much of water or if it's too wet. You have to again add some more brown. As you can see, the lower ones are already, it has turned black. It will start turning a deep black color as the compost starts to become into our black gold. If you see any larger pieces, just chop them into smaller parts, just to make the turning also easy, and composting also happens much faster. The breakdown will happen quicker. Okay, so now this is covered completely with coco peat, and I'll be keeping this aside till it forms into good compost. So here I have added some newspaper and shredded into small bits, and this also helps in the absorption of excess moisture. The newspaper also contains carbon, so it is a biodegradable material, and this also can be used when you don't have dried leaves. So once you have filled the bin, you have to keep it covered. So better to keep it covered, and also keep a small weight on it. So I keep a little bucket or something, so that no other insects or lizards or any other things get into the compost. And also rainwater, it will prevent rainwater from getting into the bin. So this is the 3-layered composter. As and when it turns into compost, you can empty it into the garden plants and again keep it. It doesn't need any much maintenance or cleaning, and just needs a little small corner in your house. I have kept it in the balcony, which is outdoors, so some sunlight also gets into the falls on this khamba. This is called khamba, and khamba means one layer on top of the other, so this is how it looks.